Harley Street Glide with one very glaring addition. As you can see, my bike is a matte black. This is a gloss black. Bought this on eBay for 80 bucks. The one you buy from Harley is 800, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't even come with the seat rest or rack. So 80 bucks, not bad. I also had to buy Quick Connect. I bought that from Harley straight up. That way if I ever want to go up to the regular one, I already have a genuine Harley part. It's only about 140, 160 bucks if I remember right. And then 80 bucks for this. It is quite obvious. You look at my bike to that. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to paint, or attempt to paint, this matte black. So let me go ahead and strip this down, take it off the Quick Connect, take the seat pad off, take this off, take as much of this off and separate the two halves, and pull off the rubber molding here so I can prep it to be painted. So that's the bottom, that's the top. Obviously the bottom didn't look like that when I started. Sanded it down with some scrubbing pads, some greenies, Scotch Brite I think they're called, and got it rough so it'll hold the paint a little better. Obviously it's still drying. After you do that, you gotta make sure you clean it to get all the dust off. This will look like before. So here in a couple minutes, I'm going to do the same thing to this one, wash it down, let it dry, and then apply the primer. So apply my first coat of primer. Pretty even, as you can see. This one's still a little wet. Looks a little uneven. Once it dries, it'll look pretty good. Best thing you can do is put 2 light coats on. You can be speckling anywhere you didn't feel like you got it too good. Just hit it on the second coat. Just don't get it too thick. This is all I use. Really simple primer. About $3. I'm not doing this the expensive way. I'm doing the cheap way. So we'll see how it comes out. As you can see, pretty close match. Obviously not the same, but it does not stick out as much as the gloss black does. A couple lessons learned from this. First off, gnats are assholes. Got a bunch of gnats in the paint job, kind of made it a little annoying. Had to redo it. But for what I was trying to do, which is just make it not glaringly obvious, worked just fine. Just watch out for that when you're doing your paint job. Additionally, obviously it's not a perfect match. If you want to get closer, test out a bunch of paints, see which one you like best. I mean, obviously you can just take a piece of paper to Home Depot, spray a bunch onto a piece of paper, and bring it back home to you, and match it up against your paint. I end up using this. It's pretty close. Pretty obvious that it's not the same, but it's nowhere near as bad as the gloss black it came with. I mean, I spent $80 online on eBay for this trunk, and it came with the backrest and that rack. And then I spent about $10. It was about $5 for that, and for the paint, and about $3 for the primer. Spent, I think it was about $160 for the quick detach rack, but considering that if you were to buy this, if you're going to do this yourself, you have to buy that anyway. You have to buy it with the tour pack. If you buy it from Harley, you have to buy that rack anyway. So if you think about it, 80 bucks for this whole assembly, plus $10, so I spent about $90. This from Harley, color matched, cost about $800. Backrest and low end, about $220. And then the luggage rack on the low end is about $120. So you're saving yourself about $1,000, $1,050, which is a lot of money, Obviously, if you use it every day, you're going to want to buy the tour pack because it'll look a lot better on the bike. This, as it is, does not look bad. Looks alright, but I don't use it every day. It's only for the once every 6 months I really need to carry a bunch of shit. So, I mean, have your own opinions about it. Do this if you want. If there's other options. But I saved $1,000. If I ever get around to having the money, I'll probably buy the $1,000 one. Obviously, it is better quality, better made, a little more secure. This lock is not the best lock. It does lock, but hinges, just plastic with a piece of metal shoved through them. They're not really good hinges. It's it's all right. Another quick money saving tip too. To secure this onto the bike for when I'm traveling, I went ahead and bought these latching quick latches, locking quick latches. You can see the price on there, $70 just for these plus tax. Oh, also remember that it's plus tax on the tour pack. But I also have this. Now obviously I'm switching back and forth between the two. If my wife's riding, I'll just put this on. If I need a ride and have a tour pack, I'll have her on the back of this. Works just fine. But I need to be able to switch out back and forth between the two. Obviously these are very expensive. This is full Harley. This was, I want to say, close to $300 just for this piece, which is more than I spent for that altogether. To be able to lock these on there, but obviously if I have this thing on there, what's more important is what's inside of it, not necessarily the actual tour pack itself. But to save yourself a little bit of money, instead of buying two of these and replacing both your latches, just buy one pack. Put one on here and then one on your tour pack, and that will essentially lock them on without having to pay $70 twice. So it'll save you another $70, which actually is almost as much as I paid for this. So, $70, $70. All right. You guys got any questions? Hit up the comments. Complaints, gripes. I don't care. Whatever. All right. Y'all have a good one.